Hundreds of years ago, Texas was a wild and unexplored territory, but today it has become one of the largest and most important agricultural centers in the United States. In this video, we'll explore Texas's vast and diverse agriculture and understand how it has become an essential part of the state's economy. Texas, located in the southern United States, is one of the largest states when it comes to agricultural areas. The state has more than 51.3 million hectares of land dedicated to agriculture, which represents 14.1% of all agricultural territory in the country. In 2024, the revenue generated by agriculture in Texas was impressive, totaling around 6 billion reais and 71 million reais. Among the most valuable products of Texas agriculture are cattle, cow's milk, and broiler chicken. In addition to its huge economic contribution, Texas's agriculture sector is also responsible for generating a large number of jobs. In fact, approximately 1 in 7 workers in the state is employed in agriculture. This reflects the importance of the industry to the lives of Texans and the local economy. Historically, the arrival of European settlers in Texas brought with them new livestock such as pigs, goats, sheep, and cattle. With vast grasslands that stretched across the state, Texas became a perfect place for the development of livestock farming on a family farm model. In fact, Texas is home to the largest number of farms in the United States, with approximately 247,000 farms, which accounts for 12.3% of the total farms in the entire country. Of these farms, 97% are family-owned. Here, we visit a typical Texas dairy farm where the daily grind is intense. Farmers feed their cattle grain or hay several times a day. Each cow can consume about 100 pounds of feed in 24 hours, and it is essential that water troughs are monitored, as a cow can drink as much water as a bathtub in a single day. To ensure the well-being of the cattle, farmers also milk the cows twice a day and keep the barns clean at all times to prevent health problems. As a result of these efforts, milk production in Texas in 2024 is expected to reach 17.7 billion pounds, a significant increase of 65.2% over the past 10 years. In addition to being a dairy giant, Texas also excels in goat production. With a total of 786,000 goats, the state is one of the largest producers of milk, meat, and even goat wool. Mills County, in particular, is known as the meat goat capital of America. Farmers let their goats roam free, but herding is no easy task. Predators like coyotes are always lurking, and it is common for sheepdogs to be used to protect the herd, forming barriers or barking to alert the animals to danger. Texas is also one of the largest producers of broiler chicken in the United States. In 2024, broiler chicken production was 9.33 billion, an increase from the previous year. To ensure the quality of the meat, the chickens are fed industrial feed, and after 5 to 9 weeks, they reach a weight of about 2 to 3.5 kilograms, being sent to the slaughterhouses. Despite this growth in chicken production, egg production suffered a decline due to the outbreak of avian flu. In 2024, egg production fell to 109 billion, a decrease from the previous year. This problem mainly affected laying hens, which are more vulnerable to the disease due to their long production cycle. To prevent the spread of the virus, strict measures were adopted, such as washing transport vehicles before and after they enter the farms. As of early 2024, Texas had 12 million head of cattle, and managing these herds requires the use of fields to grow forage, which is essential for feeding the cattle. Although cattle ranching was introduced by Europeans, agriculture in Texas has a long history dating back to pre-Columbian times. Native tribes, such as the Caddo in the east and the Pueblo in the west, grew a wide variety of crops, including corn, beans, and squash. In addition, the Pueblo tribes also grew cotton, creating innovative irrigation systems to deal with water shortages. Forage, for example, is a staple crop in Texas. In 2024, revenue from hay production was $4.94 billion. Hay is grown and harvested using modern machinery and then rolled into large bales for easy transportation. Texas is currently the largest producer of hay in the country. Corn is also a significant crop in the state, but it has faced challenges due to drought. Water shortages have affected corn production, which fell to 5.3 million tons in 2024, down about 1.4 million tons from the previous year. In response, farmers have begun investing in more drought-resistant varieties of corn and sorghum, which help maintain production during times of water shortages. Cotton is another prominent crop in Texas, being the largest producer in the United States. Cotton production involves a long and meticulous process, with farmers preparing the soil, applying organic fertilizers, and sowing the seeds. Irrigation is done in a controlled manner, as cotton does not require large amounts of water. Harvesting is done using modern machinery, which makes the process more efficient. In terms of vegetables, Texas is also a major producer. Onions, for example, are grown in several regions of the state and generate around $90 million annually. Potatoes and spinach are also widely grown, with production values of around $112.85 million and $12.39 million, respectively. The use of modern machinery makes harvesting these crops easier and helps increase productivity. One of the best-known fruit-growing regions in Texas is the Rio Grande Valley, where grapefruit and citrus are grown. The harvest of these fruits still relies heavily on manual labor, with immigrant workers, mainly from Mexico, picking the fruit under difficult conditions and for low wages. This is a reflection of the state's reliance on an immigrant workforce to sustain its agriculture. Labor shortages have been one of the biggest challenges facing Texas agriculture. It's estimated that up to 42% of farm workers are undocumented, and stricter immigration policies have contributed to this problem. Additionally, not all crops can be harvested with machinery, and many Texas farms are small or medium-sized, making it difficult to invest in modern equipment. With the growing population and increasing demand for food security in Texas has become a major concern. The state's population is expected to reach nearly 50 million by 2050. To address this pressure, Texas has invested in vocational agricultural education programs, training a new generation of workers for the agricultural industry. By 2024, more than 2,600 agricultural educators were involved in these programs, preparing young people for the challenges of agriculture in the future. And that concludes our exploration of Texas agriculture. If you have any more interesting information on the subject, please share it in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and don't forget to hit the bell to receive notifications of new content. See you in the next video.